Hello everyone, welcome to Kambel Masterclass. My name is Moses Katamani. As we started the discussion, we are preparing towards October, and October is Kambel Masterclass month of creative ideas and career development. When we talk about career development, we are not only talking about only entrepreneurship, but how to work out, strategize, and get into your dream job. But this time round, I want to still have a discussion about developing an idea. And my focus is going to be on challenges you face, problems you face. Many people, when we are talking about ideas, will be wondering, how am I going to come about with an idea which I will invest into to get dividend? Somebody will be thinking, how am I going to strategize to get the dream job I want? What I want to emphasize on this in this discussion is that many ideas of things to do, or a career, a business to develop, if you are going to only focus on what will I do, you may not get the right idea which you can pursue and come out with good results to solve a problem. And that if you want to be somebody who will have impact on your world, your community, your country, your people, the first thing, if you can't get idea from your passion, your desires, you can get ideas from problems. Some people want us to say, don't say problem, but say challenges. Whether a challenge or whether a problem, they are things that you need to find solutions to. That if you want to be somebody who have impact on your world, you must think about problems to solve. And if you think about problems around you or in our community or country or wherever you are, you may be able to find a problem and find solution to the problem, and out of that you get dividend. If I say dividend, there are so many dividends we can talk about. So I want to use one of my books for an illustration about problem and how to find solution to a problem. Yeah, this is one of my books, and this is the book, and the title is Education Key to Achieving Your Potential and Career Goal. Education Key to Achieving Your Potential and Career Goal. This is a book, one of my dream books, and I desire that many students and all students in Africa and elsewhere should have access to. And when you go through this book, this book become your guidebook throughout education, you will find the right career that is good for you, and you will be able to pull through and have your passions met. In other words, achieve your goals and aspirations in education, career, and business development. So this book focuses on education, career development, and personal development. 3 areas of Kambel ideas. Now, what do I want us to look at by using this book for illustration? Now, going through school, I went through middle school, JSS, secondary, JSS, to the university, and into other areas of study, personal development, communication, and what have you, career development. All these studies I did, I come back to myself one day when I completed the university. After training college, I taught for 4 years. After 4 years, I went to teach again for another 2 years because before I refocused myself on career development, education, business, and all these things. As I always said, the Kambel dream is around 4 ideas. 1. Educational empowerment. 2. Career development. 3. Business development and personal development. These are the 4 areas that Kambel Masterclass or Kambel International Group is focusing on. Now, so how does this book come about? Going through school, I also focused on what I want to become. And one of the areas of passion was that I want to be a communicator and I want to be a teacher. I dreamt of one being a pastor. I want to be a pastor. Yeah. So these are areas that I was looking at to put my potential into or the passion into. However, one time when I was in the university, I thought about this, and going through my reflections, I asked myself, all these pupils and students we are teaching, what is the future for them? In fact, this issue of reflection actually came about when we were having a group discussion one day. After the group discussion, I went back to my residence, that is my hall, and when I sat down, I began to think about all this. At the end of the discussion, the group discussion we had, one of the group members said she did not know what she's going to do. By this time, we were already in level 400. She doesn't actually know what a job area she wants to go into. Then I asked myself, so when I went back to my hall of residence, I sat down, I was thinking about this, that there are many students that are trained, we take them through education, we teach them. By the end, what is the way forward? And I came back to myself to ask questions about the educational system. And the educational system in many of our African countries is just focusing on read, write, too poor, as we say in our language, too poor, pass and forget. And you have a certificate, but people only pride themselves in certificates, but the knowledge and skills acquired are not there because they only concentrate on how to read, understand something, and be able to write an examination, pass the examination, and present a certificate as outcome of the schooling, instead of the knowledge and skill sets that you got through the process. Even in professional studies, somebody want to do medicine, there are knowledge and skill sets that you need in order to come out and be able to do whatever you want to do within that profession. So I thought of this, and What I realized from this reflection was that one, education, most of us in Africa, our education is disconnected from career development and also from personal development. So this disconnection between these three angles, education, career, personal development, I am of the view that it is what is causing unemployment in most of our countries in Africa, because the education is not directed to the knowledge and skill sets the person needs in order to achieve his or her career dream. In other words, people study subjects even in the university, and those subjects, those are not their areas of passion. And what I thought of is, what can I do in order to provide a solution to this disconnection, the disconnection between education, career, and personal development. Out of that, I told myself I was going to write a book, and the book will address the issue of education, the issue of career, and the issue of personal development. That is where the idea of this book, Education, Key to Achieving Your Potential and Career Goal, comes from. That is a problem. I identify a problem in the educational sector, and I'm trying to see how to find solution to it. In fact, this book took me 5 years of research to be able to bring out this book. 3 years I completed the research. Another 2 years I could have published it by the 4th year, but it took me another 2 years to do review, and in fact I have made illustrations in this book about not less than 5 countries in Africa. Not only that, the African education cannot be disconnected from other areas. Therefore, I have to do another 5 examples from other continents. This is my looking at problems in education in Africa and trying to see how we can contribute or how we can find solution to it. So the book talks about education, the educational system, the history of our education in Africa, how it started. And in Africa, we can say education, formal education started in Egypt. That is out of my research in 300 BC and what have you. I'm not trying to focus on the book. However, so in looking at these 3 areas of education in Africa and relating it to other continents, this is a solution to education in Africa, I think. And many people who read this book actually realize that yes, there are things that we need to address about our education, our career development, and personal development. Of recent, I gave out this book, and I would say even when I was sharing the book with this school, it was as if will we take it or will we not take it. At the end, they bought 5 copies of the book. After that, the commendation I got was that this is a book which is good for students, for their personal development, for their career and education. What am I trying to emphasize? There are numerous problems around us in our communities, in our countries, in Africa, and in the whole wide world. How so? If you are somebody who wants opportunities, You can't just focus on I want this, I want that, I want that. What you need to focus on is what are the problems I need to solve? What are the solutions I need to provide to these problems? And if you provide solution to those problems, then you are contributing to the development of your world, or you are contributing as a solution to the problems of our world. Therefore, if we are talking about ideas, you should not only focus on what is that thing I want to do so that I get money. You can also reflect on problems or challenges around you and see how you can find solution to those problems. By doing that, you have developed an idea. And as you develop the idea, you will now share the idea with people. Sometimes I don't want to have this conversation and pretend as if there will not be challenges. There will be challenges. There will be disappointments. For example, this book, in the process of review, I had to show the book to many people and to get their view or perspectives that they thought that I can bring to bear on the writing. Some people appreciated the book. I gave the book even to a friend, and when he wanted to get somebody to support the book, and when he sent the book to the person, the reply he got, which he narrated to me, was that the person said, your friend is just writing this book to get a name. If somebody will think about finding solution to a problem, instead of evaluating what the person has presented, the only conclusion is that he just wants to get a name. There is nothing wrong about finding solution to a problem to make yourself great. No, I don't find a problem about it, because everybody who has done something good need to be recognized for what they have done. We need to appreciate people for taking their time, thinking about how to find solution to the numerous problems that we have. So when my friend told me about what the person said, the only thing I said to myself, and even I told him, is that yes, somebody may think that it's just for name, but you can only get a name, like I discussed in one of the discussions, which I said you can be a global icon through your ideas. Yes, if you find solution to problems and people find it's easy to do things, it minimize their stress of doing things, why won't they recognize you? They will recognize you. People are rich not because they just do anything. It is because they were able to find solutions to problems, and that out of the solution they become global icons. I can make mention of Bill Gates. Bill Gates thought that one day there should be computer on everybody's desk. And today we have even more than what he thought about. As computer is being developed, as he tried to replicate many of the ideas that were gotten, we now get to the stage that even your phone in your pocket, the content is even higher than the laptop or the desktop on your table. That is a solution. Has his dream of computer being on every table in every house being achieved. We may say there are homes that don't have it on the table, but I can say that for now, in every home, 1 or 2 people have phones in their pockets. Then it means that there are phones in many homes all over the world. What am I trying to say? If you want to be a solution to this world, if you want to get an idea, try to find problems that your passion can find solution to. And if you are going to affect people positively, think about problems and how to solve those problems. Sometimes your ideas may not catch up with people from the initial stage. Your idea will go through terrible times. But when you believe, when you are sure of what you are doing, what you need to do is to persist. One day people will come to believe in what you are doing. People will come to see the relevance of your solution and they will buy into it. And when they buy into it, then indeed your idea, your solution to a problem will help other people to come out of their challenges and have a smooth learning. Finally, something that the one who forwarded this book said, which encourages me, is that if he were to find this book in his time of schooling, it would have minimized many of the challenges that he went through to go through school. Yes, it may seem I'm trying to promote this book, but it is true that when you get this book for your child, or a student, they will thank you for it. Finally, if you want to affect your world positively, think about problems around you. Think about the challenges that you find around you. I spoke about ice water. I spoke about sachet water in one of my presentations. So you can be a solution to your world if you believe it. It is only about finding ways to find solution to problems. And if you have passion for something, look at what the problems are to that passion. You can even, through solving those problems to your passion, you are solving the problems of somebody. I hope you reflect on this and always remember, Kambel International Group, Kambel Masterclass. Our desire is to empower people with knowledge and skill sets to become their best self, to be able to achieve their dreams and aspirations. And in October, our desire is that we want to get people on a journey of reflection on ideas that they can develop in order to solve problems in our world. You can be a solution to a problem in our world. And when you find solution to a problem in our world, you can become a global icon. In other words, you can become somebody great, and people will appreciate you for the solution you have found to those problems that they were going through. Finally, Kambel International Group, our focus is on education, career, people, and business development. And at Kambel, we always say, we anchor vision and mission. I hope you continue to follow us and watch our videos. Please subscribe to our channel. And when you subscribe to our channel, when we load videos, you can watch it and also try and share our videos to your friends. And when they listen, they'll come back to thank you. Remember, at Kambel Masterclass, we anchor vision and mission.